Okay, so I just got the journey pipe. I kind of wanted to look into this and talk about it a little bit. So I've already taken my case and put some stash in it and the pipe right here. And I kind of like this pipe a lot. I haven't used it yet, and I'm gonna kind of use it for a while and talk about that. But right now is gonna be my first time. Part of why I like it is I like the idea of smoking the bowl and then being able to close it like that immediately and cutting it off. I've always enjoyed that about my prototypes that I've owned. And there's more to this pipe. We'll talk about that, but I'm gonna smoke right now and we'll see how it goes. All right, so this is the beginning of the journey. Okay, so I did load up a small bowl here. Just took a small piece out of there and we'll see. Okay, so brand new, never been used. I just took my first hit out of it. I'm gonna say I got some massive hits out of that bowl I just loaded, and was able just to close that lid up and stop the smoke immediately. And then I got this cool case, and this has got this rubber seal right here to keep your stuff fresh. So far, man, I'm enjoying the journey, and I'm gonna keep on talking about this. Okay, so listen, man, I've been using this journey pipe, and I'm gonna open this up here if I can. Oh, there we go. So this journey pipe, you know, to me, I was real excited about the case. It kind of appeared that this was designed to hold weed and this was the seal for it. And then here's the pipe itself. But let me tell you, when you take this pipe out, this case falls over and all your weed falls out. So the case is good as long as but once you take the pipe out, you know, it's gonna fall over, your weed's gonna fall out. So just be advised about that. Don't think that this is, if you're gonna, you gotta have something for it to lean up against right now. That's a minor detail because that's the case. The other thing I'll talk about the case too is I definitely was putting this in my pocket and carrying it through the house, and my wife and kids definitely smelled it. And so when I use the backpack, they don't smell it. So the backpack is a much better smell-proof device, but this is this. And so I've been smoking out of it for about a week now. I haven't cleaned it. It's actually been doing really good and hitting good, but I do want to take it in and clean it and follow the manufacturer directions, and I'm going to talk to you about that after I smoke some. I'm going to go in and clean it and give you guys a little heads up on this. But just so you know, I actually love this pipe so far, and it reminds me of my old prototypes when I was in high school and college, and I just love the fact that I can smoke that bowl, close that lid, and the smoke just stops. It's kind of to me, I have the smaller version of this, and I just didn't need a big bowl because I'm doing this for myself. And for whatever it's worth, that bowl is totally big enough for a person, because I'll smoke it 3 or 4 times before I clean it out and reload it. And I've been using a toothpick just to clean this out. That's not recommended, but it's been working for me. So anyways, that's that. We're gonna take this thing apart and we'll talk more about that in a second. Okay, so look, I did just clean that bowl out with my toothpick, and it's still pretty dirty. And we're gonna discuss the manufacturer's technique for cleaning this here in a second, but there it is after I just did it, and it still pulls good. And I've been smoking out of it for about 7 days now, and really, other than the fact that I just want to clean it because I think a clean pipe tastes better, it's still functioning just fine. It's not clogged or anything at this point. Here we go. Okay, so there's the journey pipe. I'm about to disassemble it and clean it, and there's the case. I just rinsed it out and got all that weed that had spilled out, but you can see if it stayed up like that, that'd be cool, but it does that when you take the pipe out, and therefore whatever weed you're holding in here is just gonna fall out all over it. Anyways, I cleaned that up, and here's the pipe. So here's what I'm gonna show you with one hand, I hope, is that basically this lid is actually just a magnet, and it comes off. And then this piece is also just 2 pieces. I'm gonna try to take them apart here. Okay, I'm gonna have to use both hands to do that. Boom, I'm gonna have to use both hands So give me a second. We're gonna get that taken apart and I'll come right back. Okay, so let's talk about this, man. I just got done using hot water and olive oil to clean this journey pipe, and I mean, even the hard to reach places are just perfect, man. And I can't believe this because I've been cleaning pipes my whole life. I've never used olive oil as an agent, but usually when I clean pipes, I actually get resin on my fingers, and it takes me a long time to clean my resin off of my fingers. By having that olive oil, my fingers came perfectly clean easily. So I learned something new by following the directions of the journey pipe. And not only that, the directions were spot on and worked amazing. A couple of more side notes on the journey pipe though. I'm still not happy about this thing falling over. I wish this thing would open up completely, or they would add some weights to where that stands up even without the pipe in there. The other thing too is I really love a surgical stainless steel if I'm going to smoke out a still. Anytime I see this, I have to assume there's some fuming. That's why glass seems to be the best, the most likely candidate for something that people are going to smoke out of. But having this and smoking with it, it reminded me of the prototype, and even better than the prototype from my experience with it in cleaning it and ease of use. Again, I've only been using it for a week, but I think the journey pipe is pretty much a must for anybody who is looking for a good pipe to travel with, and I'm a fan. I'm going to start trying to stock that and sell it for whatever it's worth. Well, I'm talking about the case.
Oh, the case. It's top heavy.
It's
so
top
it's got
heavy.
this cool little compartment where you can like put your weed and shit so you can pack a bowl, but when you take the pipe out, it goes and
Oh
it just
my
throws
God.
all your weed everywhere.
So the case is top heavy, and a customer told you that?
Customer told me.